Hello guys, welcome back to SSA Performance. Today we got a Glanza V due to head gasket has gone as the pipes have gone hard and it's overheating issue as well. So fault is, we guess it's head gasket as it is. It's having a mapping session as well. It's on a Wolf ECU. It's having 450cc injectors in it. So we'll be doing that as well. We just got to take the head off today, get it all skimmed and get it all pressure tested and everything. Make sure the head's okay, because obviously it's got hot, hopefully it's not warped it or anything. And hopefully it should be all sweet to go for tomorrow to get the head back on. As you can see, it's a really nice Glanza, very clean indeed. It's nice to see a black 2051. It's got loads of like wings, got the rear spoiler, everything on this car. So a CT9 manifold as well, with screamer pipe for some ASBO noises. So let's take this head off. So we just set the car up. We had to jack it up because it was really low. Put on some wood and everything. So first thing, I normally just take the manifold off, leave it hanging. Doesn't normally damage anything. And then the exhaust doesn't have a flexi air, so you can't really push it down. So we're going to just take the manifold off for this job.
Yeah, so what Dan was saying, a lot of these manifolds have support brackets. So once you unbolt all the 6 bolts off the manifold, there's normally a bracket holding them on. On this case, there isn't anything, but the bolts are all loose and it's still not coming off. So
we think it might be the oil return pipe, or because obviously it's normally flexi air and just white air, so the exhaust just bends. So it doesn't damage the flexi when you do this job. A lot of people just do the exact same thing, just take the manifold studs off, pull it out, so you can actually get the head off really easy. But in this case, we're gonna just take the turbo kit off because it's easy to do CT9s. They're really simple.
yeah,
They're only little baby turbos. So let's just take this turbo kit off, and I'll get back to you when it's off. There we have it. Turbo kit is now off. Just a bit awkward because it's got external wastegate. As you can see, it was touching the rad, so we had to take the external wastegate off, just one nut, and just with an Allen key, and it just comes straight off. Nothing else got really getting stuck or anything. So now I'm going to take off the power steering pump, and I'll take off the coolant hoses as well. Drain that coolant, even though there's probably fucking nothing in it. Take off the timing cover, take all the wiring harness for the fuel rail. You got your intake sensors, injectors, earths,
map sensor.
Yeah, I might send it up and take the knock sensor wiring and the alternator wiring, so I could just pull the fucking lumen all in one, and then we just start disconnecting the boost pipe on this side with a blow off valve. Just take this one, just disconnect it, don't just take it off. Just be careful of the king lead as well. That's why I'm going to take that off as well. And then we'll just take the 6 12mm nuts and bolts on the inlet, push that to a side, and then I can legit just uncrack the bolts for the head and just pull it up, and that intake's over there and it's not touching any studs. So it's fairly simple. Well, to me it is. But I've done that how many of now? It's done too much.
I think every Starlet owner's had a head gasket problem at some point.
Yeah, this is the way I like
and this is the guy that fixes them all. But yeah, we'll get back to you guys once we've made some more progress. Hopefully next time you see us, we'll be the heads off.
Well, ideally is just do some step by steps.
Is that what you're doing, step by step?
Yeah, just show them how to do it really, but we're just doing step by step.
Sound.
So we have disconnect all the wiring harness from the actual rail for the knock sensor, so it just come out in one, as already explained. Now I disconnect the fuel rail from the two 12mm, and it's got 2 spacers. This black one here, just be very, very careful when you do take these out, because they do like to drop.
Yeah, that will go along with your missing 10mm.
Yep, I have dropped one before and it's a pain in the arse finding it because it's only a little black thing and it's just a nightmare to find. I've only dropped one, but Normally if you drop them, they do drop onto the back. I'm going to explain it.
It's like where the block meets a sump, isn't it? There's like
Yeah.
a little pit that they all fall in.
They sometimes fall there. You got very, very lucky if it drops on the floor.
Yeah.
You're very lucky.
Basically, it's a nightmare, he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Make
so
sure when you take
disconnect these. Now, pull this rail up to the side. It won't damage or anything like that. None of the hoses will get damaged. So you can pull that to the side. Some fuel might leak because obviously there's fuel in it. So I like to do is disconnect the cap from the actual when you fuel the car up.
Yeah.
Because all the pressure comes out, and obviously fuel will come out, but then it will stop coming out because obviously there's no pressure in the system. Because obviously there's normally like 3 bar into the system.
Yeah.
It's got a stock one, so I don't know what is it?
3 bar is stock,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's got 3 bar fuel pressure. Normally to disconnect, there's going to be no bar in it. So pull that to the side. So the inlet, as I already said, just the bolt from there, 6-12 mils, as I said. Push that to a side, and then I'm going to take the rocker cover off, and then I'll get back to you when I took the rocker cover off and explain how to take the cams out, because you need to hold them while disconnecting from the pulley for the cam belt. And I'm going to zip tie the cam belt because when I put it back together, just put it on and don't have to tie the engine up. It's very simple. So the inlet is about to come off. And I'll explain to you what it actually really does, like push it to the side. So if the camera puts it down here, see the inlet, it's all the bolts disconnected. If I push it off, look, all the vacuum lines are still connected. Nothing's been taken off, it's just the bolts. And it's just, nothing's gonna get damaged from this. It's just, I can just lift the head up.
Saves a lot of time.
A lot of time.
A lot of effort, a lot of confusion when putting the car back together. It's not necessarily to make this a quicker disassembly. It's so all those vac lines and water lines down there don't have to be taken off
And also,
or mess with.
This bracket needs to be disconnected from the bottom. It's a bit awkward to do, but
We don't like that at all.
yeah, fuck that bracket.
Fuck that bracket.
So I'm gonna take the rocker cover off now and show you guys how to take the cams out.
Le Bosch.
Yeah, so the head is now, the rocker cover is now off. I've put a spanner, just a little spanner. I know it's a 24, but I just got adjustable because I think it's 20. I think it's 20. I don't know. I lost my mind there. But just a spanner onto the cam. It's not going to damage the cam at all. Nothing's going to get damaged.
Yeah, I thought that at first, but there's literally a print out for you to put a crescent ratchet on.
Okay, so then the gear, the cam gear. It's a 14 mil bolt, and I like to put cable ties on. So when I put it back together, push it back on, cut the cable ties off, should be already bang on timed. But I like to always double check because it's a customer's car and I don't know if it's, you don't know. So, and plus you got to go on the dyno anyway, so it's got to do a check anyway because it would cause a lot of power loss. And yeah, that's
But it saves us a lot of time reassembling it. We don't have to
piss about.
Yeah.
So I'm going to whiz off these 10 mils on these bolts here, and then the cam should come off. And these are all labelled so you can mix them up, mix match, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But when you put back together, make sure you put it in the same order where it comes from. So they're all numbered. It says I3, E5, whatever. That's I2, I3, I4, I5. But that, obviously this is exhaust side, but I'm trying to explain what I meant. So I'm just get this 10 mils, whiz it off, and get a special tool to get the head off, and the head should just lift off. And see where this head gasket's overheated, and see what damage it's caused. Hopefully none. So, the head, as you saw, the bolts have been whizzed off. The head is ready to come off. I've let it loose, so I don't look like an absolute dickhead on the camera. So now it's proper loose. I haven't took it off. I want to see what's wrong with it first. So let's get ready to take it off.
And there we are.
Okay.
What do we see here, Daniel? Do we see any obvious signs at the...
No. I don't see the head gasket split at all.
Well, you can see between all the cylinders that you've still got meat left. There's no discoloration between.
Don't see it.
So this indicates good compression on the engine at least.
There's no splits. take yourself careful with fucking splitting the cunt.
Mm-hmm. There we are.
I don't see nothing wrong. Head gasket's fine. Nothing? Okay. Flip that over. You see anything? No.
Nothing obvious.
Could be a... What do you think? It could be a dodgy thermostat or something.
Well, it could be a plethora of things right now. The symptoms are the car was overheating. So that,
And he said it. But the coolant hose was rock hard.
coolant hoses are rock hard, so pressure's through the roof. It was overheating like anything.
Well, the head needs to be pressure tested.
It does
It
indeed.
could be the head. We don't know. So we're gonna find out what's wrong with it. I don't see no obvious signs with the head gasket. It looks completely fine to me.
Try and get the camera on focus on it so everyone can see.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've still got good meat between each cylinder. There's no discoloration.
There's no depth marks or anything.
Yeah, it all looks okay. I mean, there's a couple of coolant jackets that are a bit
Yeah, it's fine.
bunged up, but they always look like that anyway. So we might have a
completely fine.
yeah.
I think it could be the head. I don't know. But we're gonna take her to our machine shop where we always take our heads to. He never has no issues with us. We're going to get that pressure tested today, hopefully, and see what news we'll get back from him. Because hopefully, it's not a head, but I really want it to be a head because that's the issue.
And it'll be a cool video. We can show you what a failed pressure tested head looks like, because it will never be obvious. It will always be some hairline and you'll never notice.
Yeah.
And the machine shop will come back and he'll say, by the way, that head that you bought me that I've just skimmed down 3 times leaks. So
That's it. Let's check the block. You can feel a lip where they go.
I mean, from a quick inspection, it looks grand, to be honest. All the pistons look evenly worn down. There isn't any completely clear marks, which would indicate leaking of oil. Oil would be getting through the piston rings. So normally, if you look in your bores and your piston looks brand new, you're getting oil coming up through the rings, or either through the valve stem seals, which is why all your carbon deposits have gone. But on all 4 cylinders, they all look very even, which is positive. That's what you want to look for. So right now,
finger right now,
yeah,
on the edge of these where the head gasket sits, you can feel.
why is that?
Because you can get the block warped and be fucked.
And you'll feel it.
Yeah, you can feel it. It's happened on a customer's car before. Athena.
Athena head gaskets.
Yeah, so basically it blew. Sean was doing, obviously, a rope test to check the AFR is okay. Head gasket split when he was like doing 3rd gear in Mexico. Yeah, 3rd gear let off. Head gasket went, sounded like a Scooby. And we took the head off, split there, fucking melted the block a little bit, but we saved it. We actually saved the block somehow.
This is say magic.
Yeah.
That's why.
No, Sean magic.
Sean magic. So yeah, what we're gonna do now, Dan? Tell them what we're gonna do.
We're going to end the video here. So, part 2, well, what should I say?
Yeah, next time you see us will be a part 2. I'm assuming in the part 2 you'll find out the cause of his overheating issues, and it'll either be an assembly video, a reassembly video of this car, or it'll be Dan might give you a detailed breakdown as to why this engine is overheated and how you can possibly sort this out yourself at home. If it's not as obvious like this case here, it's from my personal experience of head gaskets, I've had them blow and they'll always go like here, or you'll see a massive hole between the coolant jackets. It's very obvious. As soon as you take the head off, you'll notice them. So in cases like this, some of you viewers might be feeling very related to this incident here. So we'll see what Dan's gonna talk about in the next episode.
Yeah, so if you guys like this video, make sure you drop a like. Comment down below any questions. As always, I always try and answer best as I can. And I'll see you guys in the next one.